If we're asked to rationalise thirds, all that means is we have to get rid of the square root from the denominator. The way we get rid of root 3 from the denominator is we multiply by root 3. If we multiply the bottom by root 3, we must also multiply the top by root 3. If I expand this out, 1 times root 3 is root 3, and root 3 times root 3 is 3. You must always check to see if you can simplify this any further. This cannot be simplified, so that's the final answer. In the second one, I've got 1 over root 7. The way I get rid of the root 7 from the bottom, the way I rationalise this, is I multiply by root 7. If I multiply the bottom by root 7, I have to multiply the top by root 7. 1 times root 7 is root 7, and root 7 times root 7 is 7. I can't simplify this anymore, so that's the final answer. Here are 2 questions. Press pause, have a go, and we'll run through them in a few seconds. Here are 2 questions. Press pause, have a go, and we'll run through them in a few seconds. Okay, for the first one, I've got 1 over root 5. To get rid of the root 5, to rationalise the root 5, I multiply by root 5. If I do that at the bottom, I must also do that at the top. If I expand that out, I've got root 5 over 5. In the second one, again, I multiply by root 13 at the bottom, and I must also do that to the numerator. 1 times root 13 is root 13, and root 13 times root 13 is 13. Here are a couple of questions which are slightly different. Again, I have to rationalise, so I have to get rid of the root 3 from the denominator. So if I multiply the bottom by root 3, I must also multiply the top by root 3. If I expand this out, 9 times root 3 is 9 root 3, and root 3 times root 3 is 3. I then have to ask, can I simplify this? I have 9 as a numerator and 3 as a denominator. These can both be divided by 3. So I have 3 root 3 divided by 1, which is 3 root 3. In the second one, 14 divided by root 7, again I have to rationalise this, so I have to multiply by root 7 at the top as well as the bottom. If I multiply that out, I've got 14 root 7 divided by 7. Both 14 and 7 can be divided by 7, so 14 can be divided by 7 twice, 7 can be divided by 7 once, which is 2 root 7 over 1, and anything divided by 1 is just 2 root 7. Here are 2 questions for you to have a go at. Press pause and we'll run through it in a few seconds. Okay, for the first one, I have to multiply both the bottom and the top by root 5. If I expand this out, I get 10 root 5 over 5, and I can divide the top and the bottom by 5, so 10 divided by 5 is 2, 5 divided by 5 is 1, which gives me 2 root 5. For the second one, I multiply both the denominator and the numerator by root 7, which gives me 21 root 7 over 7, and I can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 7, which gives me 3 root 7.